What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron, and we're going to do things a little bit different today. Normally on Mondays, I do a review on a single that came out over the past week or weekend, but I found myself kind of reaching for content in terms of I wasn't really feeling moved one way or another over a couple singles that were released over the past couple months, but I found myself trying to force the content to come, even if I wasn't feeling all that inspired to talk about it. And to me, that's not really what I want to be doing. And that's not what I want to give you guys. I don't want to be forcing content and trying to talk about something that I'm not really interested in. So instead, I'm going to do a weekly roundup where instead of trying to come up with a 5, 6 minute, 10-minute long review on one song that I feel like is worth watching, I'm just going to touch on a couple songs that came out throughout the last week. Actually, we got a lot of songs here, but I'm going to be telling you which ones I liked, which ones I didn't, and all that jazz. First up in the list of things that I enjoyed this week was Korn's new song, Start the Healing. It's basically exactly what I expected it to be from them. I mean, Korn's kind of backed themselves into a new metal corner, but lyrically, the content for me was a breath of fresh air because normally they're depressed and very sad, which, I mean, I get it. Jonathan Davis has been through a lot, but this is a little bit more hopeful, especially compared to the last album, which was very dark, The Nothing. And then we also have another song from August Burns Red, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's an instrumental that I'm pretty sure their bassist Dustin wrote. It's his kind of thing where he usually writes all this stuff. I love August Burns Red and I love Christmas, and honestly this song hits basically everything just right. Bleed From Within came out with a new song, I Am Damnation, and this is not really what I was expecting from this band at all. The use of the Phrygian scale, I think that's the scale that they used in this, gives it kind of a Middle Eastern vibe, which I liked a lot, but the vocals and the drums to me are basically the showcase in this song. It's not super aggressive, but it's still pretty solid. I don't like it nearly as much as anything that was off of Fracture, their last album, but I mean, it's good. They're changing it up a little bit, and they're not straying too far away from their normal sound. Then we also have a band called Slaves. They released a song called Cutting It Close. This is more of a pop punk kind of thing. This is my first time listening to this band though, and it was a blast. It reminds me a lot of Bill Murray's vibes. The guitar tone was absolutely insane, and the chorus is catchy as hell. I don't know if I would do like a full review on this, but I dig the song. The slam brutal death metal band Extermination, Dismemberment came out with a new song titled Protonemisis. And holy crap, this is definitely a slam brutal death metal song. I'm not really a regular listener of this type of genre, but when I listen to stuff like this, I feel like I should be, because I absolutely love this track. The bass drops in it were absolutely perfect, timed just right. Didn't feel like it was overdone. All of the blast beats throughout the song, which normally I don't like, because to me it's like it's not being creative, it's kind of a cop-out, were also used fairly well. I love this song a lot. Kicking off this section of songs that I found to just be kind of meh or okay is Imminence. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this because this band has been like at the top of everybody's list lately, but they released their 5th single off of their upcoming studio album. Might as well release the album at this point. The song is titled Alleviate. The album is called Heaven in Hiding. This is like the slow song off of their album, so I get it's not going to be heavy and full of tons of energy, but it's just a very basic, standard metalcore song. There's nothing really new. But I mean, I admit it does sound great. And then the Browning also came out with a new song titled Chaos Reigns. It's brutal as hell. It's super duper heavy, but it's just so compressed. And it's very robotic sounding, specifically in the drums. There's like no dynamics really going on. I feel like it needs to dirty itself up a little bit to make it to where I'm able to listen to it more than once, even one time through. It's just the blast beats in it, the compression on them, it just wasn't right. It wasn't there for me. We Came as Romans also released a new song titled Daggers featuring 0936. I'm not really sure who that is, but there is some rapping going on in the song, so I figure that's probably his feature. It has some kind of like Bring Me the Horizon inspirations and like the synth effects, specifically in the beginning. The vocals were really good though. I love the distorted vocals. I wasn't really into the rap section just because I feel like it took up too much of the song. It started to feel like a 0936 song instead of like a We Came as Romans song. And then when it jumps back into it, then, I mean, it does work out. It just felt too long. And I saw one of my friends did a reaction on it and said it has a lot of Fit for a King vibes. And yeah, it definitely does. And then Coheed and Cambria came out with a new song titled Rise Naianasha. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And this one hurt a lot because if you can't tell by the name of my channel, I'm a huge Coheed and Cambria fan. I'm super biased and I'm very much into this song. It's a little bit better than the last song, Shoulders, because it has a little bit more of like a traditional Coheed feel. Like it feels like something that Coheed and Cambria would write instead of like something that Coheed and Cambria would try to have play on the radio. Or, I mean, I guess at least in the past 10 years, maybe not if you're looking earlier 2000s. But the music was lacking very, very much for me to place this high. But for my musical enjoyment, I liked it, but I gotta admit, it's not really that great of a song. And now for the songs that I didn't like. The first one is Northlane's Echo Chamber. This feels like something you would listen to on your way to a rave. It doesn't sound bad. It has a unique, catchy chorus to it, but it's not really as hooky as I was expecting it to be, given the sounds that were going on, and it's just it's so repetitive. The last half of the song we get it. There's an echo chamber. We understand. And then the next one, which honestly I don't really mean to bag on this one too much, just because it is what it is Avril Lavigne came out with a new song called Bite Me. The vocal performance, or like the auto-tune, the vocal effect, I don't know what they did to her, but it is god awful. I mean, it's got some heavy moments, and the song is kind of catchy, and it fits Avril Lavigne. And in terms of her realm of what she can do, it's not bad. Just the vocals on it, they just do not work well with her voice at all. And that is it for this week's track lineup. My favorite song on here was probably Extermination, Dismemberment's Protonemisis, maybe. I know that's really weird for me to say just because, like I said, I don't really listen to that genre. And I was expecting like 4 other bands to be higher up on the list. But yeah, they definitely won it for me. So leave a comment below letting me know which song you liked the most that came out this past week. Leave a comment below letting me know what I should review next. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to help support me and my channel, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. Doing any of those things helps me out tremendously, and I appreciate it more than you guys could ever imagine. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble today, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying to make it